vision, I'll be all these motherfuckers with my eyes closed. I got the vision of all my jeans, the life that I chose. Almost gave up on shit so many times that I come close. But I still with it, now I'm on my way to the top, no limit.
Welcome to the Vagabond Show, the newest, youngest revolutionary frontier in multimedia broadcasting. How we doing today?
Good, man. Welcome to the show, episode 1.
Episode 1.
How we feeling?
Terrible.
I'm fucking mad.
Really?
I'm fucking mad. And it's not a big deal. But sometimes the little tiny things get me so mad and I don't understand why.
Did you also forget to wear your Tax the Rich t-shirt?
We'll get to that
Shout
later.
out to AOC.
We'll get to that later. I went to Subway today. Have you guys heard of Subway?
A couple times, yeah.
Yeah. Smells like feet, great sandwiches. So I went to Subway, and I'm in a rush. I'm on my way to work. I'm in a huge rush. I pull up to Subway. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to get a nice steak and cheese melt. Going to bring it to work. Going to eat it for lunch. It's going to be fucking delicious, right? I go there. I go inside, and there's this fellow at the counter, probably of Middle Eastern descent. Now he's asking the waiter, not even the waiter, sorry, the sandwich artist. Every single...
Come on, have some respect, okay?
You're right. I feel like sandwich artist is a step down from waiter, but you're right. He's asking the sandwich artist, the Michelangelo of the footlong, if you will, every single thing about the menu as if it's not fucking displayed at the top anyways. Like, yo, this guy's like, oh, so how much does the tuna melt cost? And I'm like, bro, like it literally says $8.99. He's like, oh, okay.
Dude, it's Subway. It's chicken teriyaki, the pizza sub.
That's it. Yeah.
And basically that's it.
Steak and cheese.
Steak and cheese. Otherwise, what are we really doing
Did
here?
you say steak and juice? Anyways, so he wouldn't have ordered that one. Free Palestine. So he's fucking mad. He's up there. He's like, yo, what kind of, asking questions. Like, what kind of bread do you have? Like, bro, it's all listed there. He's like, what kind of cheese do you have? Like, it's all listed there. He's like, oh, does this have bacon in it? It's like, no, like the ingredients are literally in the title of the sandwich. That's how Subway works. Tuna melt, gonna have tuna. So Buddy is like, all right, I want 2 foot-long tuna melts. Actually, I want 1 foot-long tuna melt. She's like, okay, sure. Starts making it. She's like, what do you want on it? He's like, lettuce and mayo. I was like, well, that's gross, first of all.
Yeah.
Get a couple other things. And then as she's putting the mayo on, he goes, stop! And she's like, what? And he's like, stop! She's like, okay. And she's like looking at me like the next guy in line. She's like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, I was like, I don't know. So he's like, that's not light mayonnaise. She's like, what? You didn't ask for light mayonnaise. She's like, that's not light mayonnaise. Start again.
Why did he become a southerner in the middle of this exchange?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't want to do a Middle Eastern accent, but I feel like Southern you can do that.
That's
like,
fair.
She's like, I asked for light mayonnaise. I'm like, bro, aren't you from Baghdad? Anyways, dude, fucking stops right there. Now I'm mad. At this point, I'm already mad because when he started asking questions about everything on the menu, I was mad.
It's probably been like 12 minutes at this point, too.
It wasn't actually that long. I have a really short fuse. It was probably like 2.5 minutes. But also too long to ask questions about the menu at Subway because you've probably been there before and it's a fast food restaurant. You should know what you want before you go there. So when you go to McDonald's, you don't browse the menu.
Yeah.
You're getting a fucking McDouble, a junior chicken, you're sticking them together, you're calling it a McGangbang, and you're shoving it down your fat throat. That's literally just how it works, all right? So he said, stop. She's like, okay. He's like, start again. Start again. And she's like, why would I start again? He's like, start again. I need new mayo. So she starts a new sandwich again.
Oh, my
Tuna
God.
melt, same thing, gets all the same ingredients, and he says, light mayonnaise. And she's like, okay. He gets the mayonnaise on. She's like, is that it? And he's like, yeah. Looks at his watch and says, oh, actually, I have to go. And then walks out of the store without paying for either sandwich. Now, when he starts walking, I'm pissed. It's been about 6 minutes now at this point. I look at him like, dude, what the fuck? You're not going to pay for your food? And he's like, who the fuck are you? I was like, who the fuck are you? So now I'm involved. Now me and this guy are yelling at each other for no reason in a Subway when all I wanted was a steak and cheese melt. And I think this just brings me into an easy segue. I mean, nothing happened. We yelled at each other for a little bit. He walked out pissed.
Did the Subway worker not throw the sandwich at him or both sandwiches?
Honestly, she looked like she'd had a rough couple weeks.
Honestly, yeah. When you're working,
What's that supposed to be?
She was in her late 70s working Subway.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
we need a bigger social welfare system.
We've all worked, minimum wage jobs in the service industry, and you get kind of desensitized to these types of things.
Yeah, she was just over it. I
Yeah.
was trying to back her up because, like, I hate to see that. It's a waste of everybody's time. It's a waste of her time, waste of my time, waste of his time. Like, doesn't he value his own time? That's fucking stupid to me. But yeah,
Speaking of stupid.
we yell a little bit, gets out. Exactly. But speaking of stupid, that's our bigger theme is why the fuck are people so stupid? There are so many instances when I'm just walking around on the street and I see somebody do something, they, like, trip on their own foot and then fall into a pile of dog shit. I've never seen that. I've never seen that exact instance, but just like, what is wrong with people? Is it our education system?
I think has part to do with the television shows that are on right now. Like, if you just watch The Masked Singer and the Lego Show every night, you're not going to be a smart person.
That's a really good point, actually. What is the Lego Show?
I don't know. I just see the ads. I see Will Arnett playing with Lego.
Oh, the Lego movie.
No, it's a TV show.
Oh,
where, like,
they branched out.
people are literally just building Legos on fucking television. Like, we used to have The Wire, we used to have Breaking Bad, and now we have C-list actors hosting a game show surrounding building kids' toys.
That's absolutely hilarious. Bro, I was on the subway the other day, and this guy is walking in front of me. He's probably like 46 years old, and you know when those guys have like bald around the top of their head, and then there's like strings of hair that go into a ponytail down the back?
That's so hard.
Yeah, to look at. Dude, this guy's holding, probably in his 40s, and he's straight up holding the biggest, like a Lego Millennium Falcon type deal, like probably over 4,000 pieces. It probably cost him about $600. Those things are fucking expensive. And he's just talking to his friend. He's like, I'm so excited to get home and to assemble this Lego masterpiece. And I was like, Jesus Christ, bro, like, you've never been laid. Like, do you think that's why people are stupid? Because all the cum is just built up in their body all the way to their brain that it fills their brain with useless thoughts?
I mean, he's probably releasing it, but just not in a traditional manner.
Like he's jerking off to Lego?
You said it, not me.
I mean, maybe. That's a very real possibility.
I feel like people are just such like a product of the current times we live in that makes them. I mean, people have been stupid forever, but
That was deep. Yeah, facts.
and I guess technically they're getting smarter. Although it seems like we kind of take one step forward, two steps back, especially when we allow certain small things to be politicized and divide us further. It just kind of is a bad reflection of the entire Western society.
Not
and we don't do
everybody-
ourselves any favors, but
Yeah, not everybody should have full access to the internet.
that is completely
No.
true.
Like, there are certain subsets of the human population that should be allowed 3 websites. Pornhub,
To
probably
reduce
like-
aggression in
probably
the
like
state.
mini clip games, and then if they're lucky, they can have like. Honestly, we'll give them Fox News. They need something. We'll give them Fox News. But they
honestly,
should not
they
be
can
able
have
to.
Facebook. Let's be real. They can have Facebook.
No, I don't want them to have Facebook because I don't want them to be able to post their stupid fucking opinions online. That's why I was trying to
dude,
stay away
that's
from
the
Twitter,
worst.
stay away from Facebook, stay away from all that shit because, man, I don't ever want to see what you think about something.
Dude, and people I respect. Sometimes I just go on Facebook for entertainment, never to post, just to
Yeah.
see what people I
Yeah.
know are doing. And people I respect, people I consider smart, are just, as Tim Dillon would say, screaming into the void,
Yeah.
just unleashing their opinions unsolicited. It's terrible. Over the dumbest shit. Like I saw someone ranting about bike lanes the other day. No one cares. Don't ride a fucking bike, okay?
Yo, bike lanes are the stupidest thing too because half the time they just take up more of the street than the bike would themselves, which I think leads to more accidents. Bro, speaking of idiots, like how do some people get their driver's license? I don't understand it feels like our process must have been you go to driver's ed, you get your license, you do your road test, you do all that shit, you do the in-car test, right? You get your license. But I swear to God, some people just showed up and said, 1 license, please. And they handed them the keys to a Toyota 4Runner from 1972 and just said, have at her, son.
Yeah, so many people like that. And so many people that need to be retested, especially older folk.
Yeah, why do we not retest? Why do you not have to like retake your driver's test every like
Bro,
5,
after
10 years?
75, you should take a driver's test every 3 days because you don't know how fast you're going to decline.
Yeah, you got nothing else going on, too.
Dude, you'd be surprised how many younger people just space out driving and make the dumbest mistakes. Like sometimes going down like the main street kind of by my house, there's like there's all these side streets that have stop signs.
Yeah.
And the amount of times I've been cruising down and you see someone pull up to the stoplight, look only right, and then proceed to start going and have to slam on the brakes is mind-numbingly high.
The amount of times that I, like, this is one of my favorite things driving is like when somebody does something stupid and I'm just so justified in the fact that I get to flip them off and yell at them. And then they look at me and they're like giving me attitude. And then I roll down my window and I shoot them in the face. The amount of times that I can do that on a weekly basis, just like kind of, it's the small things in life when you really think about it. You break it down and it's all about like the little joys and the accumulation of those little joys to make it bigger.
And honestly, like it's nice to be able to like accumulate all these dog tags and just kind of wear them proudly around your neck.
Exactly, yeah. Well, what I do is I take like their hood emblem off. So I just have a collection of like Mercedes and like Toyota emblems in my room. And
oh, that's fire.
Wait, guys, like you don't have to shoot them. Like you can just like tell them what's on your mind. Like tell them they made a bad move. Like that's not.
What did we establish with the subway story? Time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence.
Okay.
And
part of this, one of the biggest things in this
my
life.
Glock works fast.
What the fuck?
That's called motherfucking bars. Damn, bro.
Yeah, but back to the internet thing. I feel like another problem of this age of the internet is that people have really come around to thinking that their opinions matter and that like everyone feels like they have a right to their own platform.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. People,
when really no one cares.
Yo, but the problem, like the way that originated, I think, is through things like Twitter, through things like Facebook with comments and replies, right? Because when you get on a platform like Twitter, there's 10 million people that can, probably more, I don't know the exact number who's on Twitter, but there's millions and millions of people that can look at your comment, and there's always going to be like 7 people who are like, yeah, abortion sucks. And they'll like your tweet, they'll repost it, and that tiny little bit of validation, like even if I tweet out something, I have like 14 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's only my friends. And even if I tweet out something stupid that I think is really funny and I get like 2 likes from you guys, I'm sitting on the edge of my bath right out of the shower and I'm like, damn, I'm funny as fuck.
Nice.
That's all I need, dude.
It doesn't take much.
And if I already had a big ego,
yeah.
and I mean, well, but if I already had a big ego and I was so passionate about a cause, something like gun rights or what, I mean, like we're really just profiling these idiots as all right wing, but yeah,
It's
whatever.
probably more entertaining on the left if we're being honest.
It probably is, yeah.
Actually, it's not even arguable. It's way more
Yeah,
entertaining.
dude, their haircuts, first of all. But anyways, like,
As we have mullets.
as we have mullets.
The
Two guys
worst
with
mullets ever.
Oh my god, we should have a segment on the podcast called Just Mullen.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
sit
that's
that one out.
fire.
It's fire.
Nice, dude.
Nice. But just the fact that these guys like already feel so validated in their opinions, and then shoot them out into the void, and then there's even that second amount of
Well, also, like,
you're right.
Facebook's the worst for this because you have to add somebody as a friend to be able to see their stuff primarily. But it's just the idea of being surrounded on these social medias by a small community of people you already associate with that share these same opinions that are obviously there to agree with you. They're validating, and you're not getting any differing opinions from especially the people that matter to you. Or like the close, like
it's
15
your
to
echo
20
chamber.
virtual friends, exactly, that further validate you and just push you further and further into that mindset.
Yeah. You're yelling out into the void, and the void's yelling back, you're right!
Exactly.
He finally said it!
But really, the void is really just like the tiniest little piece of the universe.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, like, everybody lives in their own fucking world.
Exactly.
Like, dude, sometimes I'm just sitting in a place, and I'm looking at, like, stuff,
Yeah.
and like, I'm just like, wow.
Same.
People all have their own little world. Like, my favorite thing is, like,
Dude,
people
wait.
watching in a food court.
To take that even further, do you ever? Sometimes I just look at
don't.
someone. Sometimes I just look at someone. I'm like, you really live your own life. Like,
Yeah, straight
you
up,
don't live
dude.
my like. Yeah, as stupid as that sounds, like
No, straight
I
up.
just look at the most like stranger. Like I don't know your name. I don't know anything about you. I just see you, and I'm like, you're your own person, and our lives have literally nothing to do with each other, and it's sometimes weird to wrap your head around, but it's literally just that built-in narcissism that everyone possesses, and that gets further and further and further as we progress in society. Which seems like a huge complaint of mine, but it's just what's been going on
it's kinda
for
fact.
hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah. But like people watching in a food court
Yeah, back to that.
is so fun because you learn so much about a person's personality based on where they go in the food court. Like if you watch somebody go to like a restaurant like if they get a smoothie from Jugo Juice, you're like, oh, they pretend to be healthy, but then they get home and they eat a big bag of 2-bite brownies. Like you know that they're not being genuine.
Dude, if you go to KFC in a food court, that just tells me something about you. Because you can go to that anywhere.
Yeah.
The food court, there's usually a variety that you can't get in other places besides a food court.
Yeah,
if you're
great
going to the
point.
KFC in the food court, what are you doing?
Like we don't have standalone taco times here. There's one in the city.
Yeah.
There's literally one in the city. So when you go to the food court, you
gotta make it
gotta
count,
go to
man.
taco. Yeah, you gotta get something that's not everywhere.
Gotta get that chimichurri sauce.
That's a really good point, actually. Yeah, if you're going to A&W, KFC,
Like any of the ones that are just like the most common fast food restaurants that you can literally find on every block, and you choose to go there while you're in a food court.
give me your favorite fast food restaurant.
Well, I was just going to say, have you guys ever people watched in Golden Corral?
Explain Golden Corral, because I have, and it's amazing. But
Okay, so Golden Corral is an American buffet chain, and it is the most grand buffet you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's
the epitome of gluttony.
probably like a 300-yard restaurant.
It's the most American thing you can imagine, to be honest with
It's
you.
like three
so
football
good, though.
fields of fondue, Asian food, and roast chicken and roast beef.
Asian food made by only white people.
Exactly.
Asian food, or as we call it, MSG.
Or maybe some Mexican immigrants. Even in Fargo, like they get up there to the Golden Corral somehow. Good for them. But
Dude, there's probably like a Golden Corral bus that drives down to the border every day. He's like, get in, get in, get in. And they all hop in, and he drives them right to the kitchen.
But it's just the idea of like you pay a set amount, you can eat as much as you want, where everybody feels this, for some reason, this obligation to eat way more than they could possibly ever need.
It's amazing.
Dude, imagine having to clean the bathrooms at Golden Corral and just there
There would be shit on the walls. People would probably, when they shit at Golden Corral, people like launch off the toilet seat.
they just have grenades of bleach. Coming in!
there's a lot of like jobs where a lot of cleaning jobs where in life there's people that make the mess, people that clean the mess, and in different aspects.
Dude, that was like
we're
a really
both.
profound commentary on actually like the military-industrial complex.
Dude, I saw this one
or
guy.
just democracy, to be honest.
I saw this one guy at Golden Corral. I'm having food there. He's just behind me. He's at least 450 pounds. I'm just eavesdropping. I can't help it. He picks up the phone. Someone's talking to me. He's like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, not much. He's like, I'm just, he's like, I guess the person asked if he'd been exercising recently. He's like, you know what? I've just been exercising my lips. I got this mountain of food in front of me. I'm like, this is what's wrong with America. Like, I need to go home as soon as possible.
Bro, but there's so many different things you can do in a buffet. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, you first, like, dude, honestly, straight up, a buffet is one of the only places I'll eat salad.
Really? But if you have all the food options in the world,
That's what I'm saying.
There's like six types of nicely cooked meats.
I'll break down my Golden Corral experience for you. First, a nice fat salad, probably with some greasy Caesar dressing, a little bit bacon bits on there. That's the first course. Second course, I'm going right to the pastries, and I'm not talking dessert pastries. I'm talking chicken pot pie. I'm talking shepherd's pie, which isn't really a pastry.
This guy's a menace.
This is ass backwards.
terrible.
Bro,
Yo,
what? And
you're
then,
a menace,
no,
bro.
Dude, I do like 6 plates at Golden Corral.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
average.
literally go like section by section, like salad. And I have some Jello with my salad just to like get myself ready for all the high sugar I'm gonna take in later. You don't do Jello with your salad?
You're a problem.
Yeah, call me Jake Paul. I'm the problem child, bitch. Hey, yo. But yo, dude, then we're moving on to the shredded meats, where the guy, usually a man of Korean descent, is standing by the beef buffet area, and he's like, roast beef? I'm like, yep. And they're like, pork? I'm like, yep. And they're like, literally any kind of meat? Like, this is like a horse. I'm like, yep. They're like, we just found this like midget sitting outside. Like, we chopped him up. He's got an apple in his mouth, and he's just roasted on a spit, and he's like, here you go. And he's like shaving off his ass cheeks. I'm like, yep, fire it up, dude. But
And it's America, so by dessert, you're just ready for all the opioids that are being served to you. There's pill bottles. You can take your selection.
could you imagine if there's
Ivermectin.
a Golden Corral full of just like prescription drugs. You pull up and they're like, all right, we're going to start you off with a slow fentanyl drip, and then we're going to slowly move into the morphine. We'll get you some codeine, and to finish off, just so you're not too messed up when you head out, Percocet.
Nice.
Like, nice, dude. This will be nice.
There's just always ambulances right by to take you to the most expensive hospital in the world or in the entire country.
Yeah, it's just a whole huge finesse.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. We think he's gonna die. It's like, okay, just give him 3 more Percocets and we'll roll him out.
Yeah. Put it on the tab.
Dude, the mints they give you when you leave are Xanax.
Can I tell you something I have a problem with that really grinds my gears more than potentially anything?
Okay, not racial.
Ben, you got anything else to add on to this? Hey, yo! It involves TikTok, so we're off to a good start. People who stage videos of themselves in the gym
Oh my
is the lowest form of narcissism that could exist on the app. You ever seen that? Basically, people be like, it'll be like the text to speech thing where it's like the Siri voice talking. It's like,
I was at the gym today and this happened.
I was in the middle of my set.
Oh my god.
And look what happened. And it's every time it's clearly the most staged reaction from their gym bro of all time. It'll literally, and first of all, they always start these videos. They click record. They peel off their shirt. First of all, if you're in the gym and you peel off, shut up.
Hot.
When I get a 6-pack, I will do it. But for now, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They peel off their shirt. They stare into the camera in the mirror.
Can I just say something? Why is the cross arm peel sexy?
First of all,
like, I've never once taken my shirt off with
there's nothing practical about the cross arm pull
exactly,
over.
dude. Just pull it over and then just pull the rest over.
Like, what are we doing here? Who gives a fuck? First of all, you're taking off your shirt. You can't be any more of a douche than that.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it with the double hand glut pullover? What are we doing here, boss?
Fucking what?
Did you just coin a new term?
The double hand gluck pullover?
Sounds like you're enjoying these videos.
Patent pending.
You should check my likes. I get a lot of my For You page for a reason.
Dude, I thought you were going to bring up those videos where someone's like filming their form or whatever, and then someone walks by and they get so mad. Like when they just interrupt their video. Have you seen those?
Oh, that's awesome. I'm down for that.
What do you mean?
If you're recording yourself, you better have the fucking good form. That's what I'm saying.
No, but they get mad if someone walks in front of them at a public gym.
Okay, that grinds my gears too. That was my second point.
Fucking infuriates me.
If you're setting up the camera to record in a public gym, you better not have a word to say when people walk in front of your camera.
Yeah, bro, even worse is sometimes I'm at the gym and people are sitting on the benches in front of the free weights and they're trying to look at themselves in the mirror while they're doing shoulder press or something, but they're sitting right in front of like the hundreds or something that I need. Okay, they're sitting right in front of like the 60s, 65s. When I'm trying to shoulder press as well. Yeah. I fucking grab the weights and they're like, "Hey, bro." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "I'm in the middle of a set." I'm like, "Dude, like, I don't fucking care."
Yeah.
Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop getting my weights just so you can see your
literally,
form
like,
for
so you
2
can get it
seconds.
easy.
Hey, and also, by the way, I know you're on steroids. Like, you didn't do that
Everybody
naturally.
knows, bro.
Hey, man, how about you worry about your shoulder acne?
Yeah.
And then ask me if I can wait until your set's over. All right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This guy's just putting fucking Proactive on his shoulders in between sets.
Yeah, but it just literally the most fake reactions.
That shit
just,
makes me so
Oh
mad.
my god, it's
I agree.
brutal.
Yeah. Well, man,
It's
like
brutal.
anything is staged now. It's so annoying, dude.
It's in the what you know the word that we all kind of the content creator. We're now what? Oh, now I like that one
Oh, okay, sorry. Whoa.
a lot. Good people.
Retired?
Retired.
Yeah, see, we all want to be retired.
Yeah, dude. 401k is for the win. FTW.
No idea what I was saying.
Content creators.
Right. How now everybody's a content creator.
Yeah.
Like us.
No.
We're different. We're
No.
different. We're different.
Man, there's some people that say shit though, like, it's like, if you can watch a security camera footage of somebody getting publicly executed on O Block, that's content. Like, it's good content.
Yeah.
Clicks are clicks, man.
Then you see Ann Coulter on Fox News talking about the border. That's
Content. That's good. That's wholesome American content.
I have a dream where it'll all be one. Like you'll have
Wow, Martin Luther King, are you? True American hero.
Pretty much.
Mickey
You'll have
Luther King.
Megan McCain. You'll have O Block, and then you'll have Future Hendrix.
The goat.
Yeah,
The goat.
that's what I'm looking forward to, man.
And what do you want from that? Do you want them like to all sit down together and like have a
That would be
round table
good.
discussion?
A panel show.
I would, dude. That's actually a really underrated idea. There should be panel shows with just like AOC, R.I.P. King Von, but King Von,
Yeah.
fucking.
Lil Nas X.
You know what we don't need?
No.
We don't need more morning
Sex.
shows like The View. Okay, we can get rid of those.
Oh my god.
There's
it is so
nothing
bad.
we need less
Oh my god.
than a bunch of, how do I say this? That a bunch of entitled, privileged, rich, white, middle-aged women
And then Whoopi Goldberg.
that can't relate to anyone else besides those in their demographic having a morning talk show so that everyone else.
Literally the worst shit is that at our gym they would play this on the TVs all the time. It would be The View, or like there's this other one called like The Sunday Connection. I have no idea what the name is called, but it's basically ladies just like talking about how they lost weight from eating vegan cake instead of normal cake. I'm like, hey, you know that people are getting shot in the streets by police officers? Did you know that the world is fucking ending and every country has a mass forest fire that can't be put out? Hey, also, there's a virus ravaging the bodies of millions of
Haven't
people
heard.
worldwide. But, tell me more about your gluten-free carrot muffins.
You know what we need more of?
Jesus Christ.
We need more dancing blonde lesbians to have talk shows that run nice, safe, healthy workplaces that treat everyone equally with good benefits and fair pay.
All
Like
I'm saying
Ellen. Who
could
is
he be
Megan
referring to?
Rapinoe for president.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well said.
We do need more like Ellen, because Ellen was just fun, you know? An intern comes in, they drop a cup of coffee, they get shot in the face, and then she goes, check under your seats. And
It's all
everybody loses their
content.
mind. It's all content, and that's what
You
people
want to get
aren't
bang for your
understanding.
real talk. Bang for your buck is you buy a
Prostitution.
ticket. You buy a ticket to the Ellen show.
Straight up.
That is bang for your buck. I don't
You
know how much
might-
that costs. It might be a long wait list. You buy that ticket. You show up. You're getting multiple celebrity guests.
Yep.
Elite tier comedy from Miss DeGeneres.
Oh, I would honestly, I want to go on record and say this. Ellen DeGeneres is the funniest person on planet Earth. I'll say it again. Ellen DeGeneres is the funniest person on planet Earth. You know why she's the funniest person on planet Earth? Because she's gay. And that's
Funny.
funny. Fuck. I
There was
lost it.
no way to get out of that joke.
I
Once
lost
you
it halfway
started going,
through.
you had to
I was
finish
like,
it.
I don't know. I don't know where to go. All right.
But we love Ellen.
Friend of
we
the show.
we aspire to run a program and be even half the success that she's had.
I actually I want to see like a talk show like Between Two Ferns kind of style with Zach Galifianakis, but instead of Zach Galifianakis, it's someone who has like 43 pending murder allegations, and they pull people like Amy Schumer into the studio, and they're supposed to just like there's no notes. It's just like just riff.
Dude, I want to see James Corden do carpool karaoke with like Freeway Rick Ross, like Charles Manson if he was still alive. Like I bet some magic could happen there.
Bro, James Corden.
Yo, how did he become a thing?
I don't
Why
know.
is he being pushed?
Yo, if that guy's
in every
huge,
direction.
we could fucking make it. Like I'm convinced.
He's
That
kind
guy's
of
huge. Anyone can make it. And that guy's huge. Yo, y'all see that video of
this
like
guy's
James
British.
Corden?
I'm
literally,
just trying. I'm
he's
trying
like,
to understand this.
Bro, he's straight up like hip thrusting at somebody's car in the middle of LA
Oh
traffic.
my god, that's
Like,
what I'm referring to.
yo,
It's like Olivia Rodrigo or something.
Yeah.
What is he trying to do? Like he was trying to like encourage people to vote or something, or
Dude, just think about the producers and the executives from that show who are like, is there anyone in America who could like host a late night show? Any good candidates? It's like, no, let's get this horrible British person, fly him in, pay for everything, and just let him rip.
There has to be something about the like you look at Trevor Noah as well, like just the novelty of an accent I actually think keeps people more interested. Like when I'm really trying to talk to
I
somebody,
fully
like
agree.
when I was doing the eulogy at my aunt's funeral, I said it in a British accent, like a Cockney one too, and people didn't
Nice.
totally love it. They didn't really get the joke, but they knew everything I said.
do you have an excerpt to share?
Yeah. Okay, just like read me in.
If we do have one more speaker to share with you guys tonight, as we remember Sharon, who was brutally assassinated by her daughter in a gruesome late night attack that apparently occurred weekly, but it ended in her death.
Well, what kind of funeral is this?
We're here to celebrate her life, so we'd like to bring up Ryan to honor her.
What the fuck?
This is her nephew, Ryan. Please stop laughing. This is very serious.
Yeah, this is we're at a funeral.
she
What a
was-
funeral, bruv.
So,
Sorry, it's how I deal with the pain.
Ryan, the floor is yours, sir.
Oh, blimey. And Sharon got brutally ravaged by a little mace. My God. It took only 2.5 hours for her to stab her 27 times. It was great, you know. She used a butter knife. A butter knife. Blimey. Bloody hell. That's just a little bit. It went on for 2.5 hours.
And now the daughter will speak. I'm not going to do that. Oh,
Why'd you
straight to hell?
Why would you, I was like thinking of a scenario to like,
The daughter pulls
Jesus
up in
Christ.
cuffs.
oh, oh my God.
Anything?
Oh my God. That's fucking hilarious, dude. I'm literally tearing up. I'm also, my palms are weirdly sweaty today, and that's another thing that makes me mad.
Sweaty palms?
Yeah. You know when you dap someone up and their hands are just clammy?
Yeah, I do. Fully.
I hate that shit. Bro, I also hate, this actually makes me really fucking mad, is that everybody you dap up does something different. So like, yo, dap me up real quick.
Oh my God.
When people do
so
this shit,
true.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know if it's just the.
I like,
this.
dude, I like
I
that
don't know
one.
if it's the.
Yeah, but then there's variations, and it's just like, it turns into something awkward. Some people come at me with hands like this, and I don't know if they're going in for the hug or like the little like shoulder bump and shit. Like, bro,
Dude, you know what
fucking
sucks? The
have
hug.
a sign on your head that says, I'm a one clasper, or something like that.
No, no, no.
This
First
is
of
a
all,
uniquely white.
sign on your head.
This is,
I may
this
say.
is the whitest problem ever.
I need a sign on your head, what vaccine you got, and how you like to shake hands. All right?
And also your pronouns, obviously.
We need a dap up passport, is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Scan
Exactly.
your QR code before touching my palm.
Yo, like you can't get into certain functions if you don't have the same dap up passport.
QR code tattooed on your palm.
That's fucking hilarious.
Nothing happened. We're good.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's fucking so funny, dude. You're just like, you're trying to go to, like, we're trying to go to a black party or something. They're like, yeah, sorry, bro, your QR code don't match. Like, you're not let in.
You know, we need to bring back a nice unified way of greeting someone. The handshake.
I love a firm handshake, but none of that floppy fish bullshit.
Nah, it was fun when you're young, you dapping your boys up and everything. But honestly, there's something like that makes you feel like you're such brothers. Like you're in this life together, you know, when you have a nice firm handshake.
You can tell a lot about a person from their handshake.
Also,
you not?
You can also tell a lot about a person, like how they read the room with the handshake. Like, if say you haven't seen somebody in a long time, they're going for the dap up. You can assume that they're bringing it in for the hug, and if they don't bring it in for the hug, you know that they don't like you as much as you like them, and you're like, damn, that fucking hurt a little bit, man.
I just don't like the hug at all.
No, I like the hug, man. It's you just like, you know, one shoulder, slap them on the back, kind of thing.
That's to me. That's more of like a.
Grab
Only a
cheek.
one-hand slap, never the two hands around the homie.
Yeah, two
Never,
hands,
never, never.
bro.
Oh
Bro.
no! Whoa!
Straight
If it's
up,
the
bro.
brother, if it's the brother, I'm coming in, hand up like this. Make it clear my intention, right? We're going for a nice crisp hug, bringing him in, booty shake, kiss.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, no, but sometimes,
No?
like, if you haven't seen your homie in a really long time, bro, like, I hadn't seen my buddy in, like, 2 years. I saw him, I was like, dude, bring it in.
Yeah, for sure.
And, like, I think there's probably a statute of limitations on, like, how long it is before you can do the two-armed hug.
It's your friend from like grade 1. Like, bro, bring it in.
Yeah,
You
like-
see him at the grocery store.
You're kissing.
Well,
No,
You could. What if we did?
it'd be.
come on, dude. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, I do.
That's disappointing. I have another thing that really I've taken issue with in last week.
All right.
A lot of negativity, you know, kind of swirling here in this, you know, a lot of complaining, but we had a rave recently here. I don't get them.
You
I
don't
don't
get
get them.
raves?
Probably because I'm not on Molly,
Yeah.
but I don't get them. Why are we? I get it a little bit. I see how it'd be fun, but why do we? How did this like?
Switch up. Halfway through his point, he's like, actually, I do like raves.
No, I get them, but I
like
don't
putting
get
on
them.
glitter.
Why are we dressing like how we dress for raves? How did this start? Like, why is it? It's, for example, with girls
Women.
wearing minimal amounts of clothing,
Good.
no problem, all good.
Fine.
But it's not the same. Like, it's not the same little outfit that they'd wear to the bar. It's like it's a little different, just as like
I'd say I'll give you good reasons for all of these points.
Please.
You want to not sweat because you're in a mosh pit full of 1,000 people.
Same with a bar.
Not really.
Bars are sweaty, man.
Bars are sweaty, but you're indoors. No shoes, no shirt. Holy fuck, dude! I just stroked out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No
Dude,
shoes,
Ivermectin hits different.
no shoes, no shirt, no service. You can't not wear a shirt to the bar because you won't be allowed in. There's no dress code at a rave, I don't think. So what it makes me think is that these people would wear those things out to bars if they could.
Oh.
But they just can't because it's an indoor setting.
Okay, what about the glitter?
The glitter is just like to look fun, like you party.
Okay.
I think also like some raves have like cool lights and stuff. So like when the light flashes on your face, all raves have lights. What am I saying? But when the light flashes on your face, your whole face shines up, and it's a way to like stand out if you have cool glitter patterns on your cheeks and whatever it is.
That's fire.
It is pretty fire, yeah.
Oh, dude.
And
Can I go?
I don't really want to, just because I don't like the music at raves. But yeah, like I don't know. There's something too where like all these people pop Molly and stuff because they say that since the bass is so fucking loud, you literally feel it in your body and it makes you feel really good. People can orgasm through bass wave frequencies when they're at a rave off Molly.
Oh, we're going.
What?
Yeah, I made that up, but it sounds like it totally could be true. Don't you think that could be true?
100%.
I'm sure that's happened before.
100%. Josh, what do you think? Yeah, that's our man behind
Josh
the
Josh didn't even answer. He just whipped his ass out.
I wonder how much Molly is actually meth that these people are taking at raves. Because that could be fun.
See, that's more real. That's more like up my alley here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think all drugs are meth. I don't know.
Expand.
I don't know. When you look at like those videos, remember those like bro? Remember when Vice was cool? Remember when Vice would do documentaries about like Haitian drug lords and like cannibal generals in Libya,
Dude,
general butt naked?
I'd be just chilling in my room, like eating pizza rolls in grade 5, watching those.
Straight
entertained
up,
out of my mind.
Yeah, I'd be watching like how French gangs move weight across provinces and shit, like all this cool stuff. And then one day they're just like, "Oh, by the way, like we're as liberal as it gets," and just stop doing all the fun things, man.
Yeah,
I think they were always liberal, but they just like kind of. They just sold out and became super progressive and just they just made the effort to
and probably their
virtue
views
signal.
probably went up.
I don't think so. I think it's
so, dude.
because they had a big they sold the company. So I think they just
But anyways, my point on that is just like when you look at like the conditions that all these drugs are being mixed in these like bathtubs around the fucking in greasy houses and shit, like I don't know, who knows what's in it, honestly. Just be safe, test your drugs. You can get your drugs tested at multiple locations, especially at raves. Be safe out there. Do whatever you want to do, but do it safely. Or we love you.
Let your friends do them first and see how you react.
Yeah, or like somebody you haven't seen in a while, but you still kind of have a grudge against from high school. It's like, hey, you want to go to a rave and pop Molly? And then you give it to them first, and they start foaming at the mouth. You're like, okay, maybe I'll just do half as much as they did. And then you still party all night, and they die, but that's okay because that was the plan.
I feel like at a rave, I wouldn't even ever
Glad
just
you got that
such
Thank you.
between the music, everyone else being drugged out. I feel like I wouldn't even feel completely obligated to like partake in that. Just the amount of energy that's going on. I don't even know if the fear of missing out would really get to you.
Dude, I don't know. Like I feel like you have to be a Molly. Like even if you're drunk at one of those, I'd just be like, what are we doing? Like listening to some guy on a fucking computer.
Dude, when
everyone's
I'm
dressed
at
like a fucking unicorn.
Straight up, yeah. When I'm at a club drinking, I just look around sometimes and I'm like, this is so pathetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like these are just people clamoring for attention in every possible way. Your fit, your chains, your drip, your drown, your like the way you act towards the opposite sex or opposite gender. There's a million of those. It's I don't know. Sometimes it's just sad to see.
I think strip clubs are the worst. Like I went to this strip club in Gatineau and like just like at the front of the stage, just like 70-year-old men just sipping a beer, throwing their cash. I'm like, please don't let this be me. And just like the girls, you can tell are just all like fucking drugged out. And like, this is just a terrible environment.
Yeah, that's facts. There's something.
I'm more depressed than I am turned on, so I'm gonna bounce. Like,
Yeah, we were out for drinks the other night, and the waiter comes around. He's like, what do you guys have planned for the rest of the evening? And I was like, oh, well, these guys want to go to the strip club, but I'm not too sure. And our waiter knew way too much about the strip clubs here. He was literally listing every single club and the pros and cons about them. And I was like, hey, bro, like, I know where your tips go now, and you are getting a fat one.
it's like, well, Patty used to be pretty good, but since she sprained her ankle, she hasn't been the same.
Yeah.
That's why you got to go to this other club.
Her hip flexibility is not what it used to be. Oh, fucking hell.
Dude, I swear I tried to like save a stripper. I've only went to a strip club once. It was when I was in a tournament for sports. But I was just having like a heart-to-heart with a stripper in the middle of the club.
I think that's what they all do, though.
Yeah.
I think she finessed you. How much did you pay her?
No, I didn't pay her shit. She kept trying to...
What?
No, I didn't give her anything. She was just like at our table, like trying to coax us into for a dance. I'm like, nah, I'm pretty fucking broke. But
What were you guys talking about?
Well, I feel like what you gave her is probably what she needed more than potentially money at that moment.
Just any form
Just
of love.
Just an ear, just
Yeah.
someone to listen
All
to
we
her.
need is somebody to lean on.
you know, I failed at becoming my dreams as a psychotherapist, so I just go to the strip club, have great conversations with some great women.
Just pull a Freud and prescribe them all blow. They're like, yeah, I'm already on that. What else?
Here, let me pull my prescription pad. It's just a napkin.
It's just like a mirror. All right, so right now we got a little Vagabond of the Week section. It's one of our segments we'll have every week. We're going to bring somebody that we think identifies with and represents the vagabond mentality, and you know, we'll expand more on that as the episodes go on. So tune for that. But this week we got to remember the great, one of the best stand-up comedians of all time. Personally, one of my favorite comedians, Norm McDonald, passed away just today, actually, at the age of 61. First of all, he had cancer for 9 years, didn't tell a single person, which is really representative of the type of man that he was, kept it close to home, still went out for years battling cancer at night, I guess, making people laugh. And you can see a lot of his influence in guys like Mark Normand and Sam Morril coming out of New York, who are two of the best up-and-coming joke writers right now. But Norm McDonald was one of the naturally funniest people to ever walk the planet. He is best known for working on SNL. He was the host of Weekend Update on SNL. He started his career, he's a Canadian, homegrown Canadian man. Started his career in Ottawa doing open mics. Started writing on the TV show Roseanne in 92. And he will be sorely missed. I have a couple quotes here from the man himself. So one of my favorites is, you're trying your best to make people laugh. Then if you fail, they hate you. But your intent's the same. It's not like you're trying to do evil to them. Where, you know, he was pushing boundaries his whole career. He was funny. He was controversial. I know one clip just went viral about him doing this whole bit about COVID right as the start of the pandemic happened that people were hating a little bit for. But unreal guy. Another one from him here. Comedy is surprises. So if you're intending to make somebody laugh and they don't laugh, that's funny. Just, that's how half my jokes hit is I crack a joke and I'm the only one that laughs. Fucking hilarious. And then the most relevant quote, I guess, is he has a whole bit. We're just going to summarize it a little bit for you. When somebody dies and they say that he lost his battle, that's just sad, because then the last thing that he did was lose in life. He's like, I'm not a doctor, but if you die, the cancer also dies at the same time. So that to me is not a loss. That is a draw. So yeah, rest in peace, the great Norm McDonald. That's our Vagabond of the Week, and we will definitely give him a little shout out here.
R.I.P.
One of the fucking goats. R.I.P.
Legend.
Dude, he's
Absolute
got so many
legend.
iconic moments just from SNL, from Weekend Update, just from like regular talk shows. He's just the funniest talk show guest, whether he was on like Conan or Letterman.
So witty.
Just fucking killed it.
So smart. His one joke about the professor of logic.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It might be my favorite joke of all time. So perfectly written.
Look it up if you haven't seen it.
Look
We
up-
don't want to butcher it. So.
No, it's amazing. But yeah, it's a real shame. It kind of put a damper on my whole day. I'm not going to lie. And I know when I'm heading home tonight, all I'm going to be doing is ripping Norm McDonald quotes and bits, videos, everything I can find. So
R.I.P.
R.I.P., yeah.
All right, boys, should we hop into some news?
Yeah, let's hop
Yes,
into
sir.
some news.
Everyone's favorite annual event, the Met Gala happened.
Met Gala, baby.
You know, where you really just sit and you know, just hate your life and wish you were there. But
Honestly,
you're worthless.
no.
You haven't made it. And like the rest of us, you're watching on the TV.
That's facts.
Just kidding. I don't watch the Met Gala.
Yo, some of those Met Gala fits were just wild.
Except one.
Well, okay, let me get into the wildest, the
I feel like you know what I'm
wackest
gonna
ones
say.
first. Yeah.
Go.
Sorry, the one okay. Anyways, there was some person, I don't even know who it was, but they pulled up wearing just like a straight up Warzone rose skin where they're wearing just all black everything. It's basically just a black unitard, and it's like a morph suit almost. They have a cape and their face is covered with black.
Dude, that was
cloth.
Kim
Yeah, that's Kim
Kardashian.
K.
What?
She's wearing like a full-on gimp costume, pretty
that
much.
was the yeah.
You didn't recognize the body?
What, that full dumper?
Done.
Dude, straight up, I fucking did not know that was Kim Kardashian. That was the stupidest fit I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was trash.
Dude, who was it? ASAP Rocky walking around with a fucking blanket on, and then he drops his blanket off and he's just wearing a normal suit. Whack.
That's a lame reveal.
Whack. It was.
But anyway, they the Met Gala produced a lot of news actually, and a lot of it's just like ironically pretty funny. But the first thing is like the most random thing you would have never expected to come out of the Met Gala, but what could materialize into potentially the best rivalry in combat sports history. Of course, we're talking about Conor McGregor and Machine Gun Kelly.
Wasn't that at the VMAs?
That was the VMAs.
Those are the VMAs, not the Met Gala, because why would Conor McGregor be at the Met Gala? Like, what is he at?
Yeah, nice
He looked
save.
pretty
D-list
sharp. Nice
celebrity.
Met Gala,
Nice
though.
save. Yo, wait. Let's finish Met Gala. Then
I
we'll
had
go
no
VMAs.
idea that's at the VMAs. I
Dude, that's weird. They're
apologize.
back-to-back nights, hey?
Yeah, and nobody cares about either.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the VMAs. It has
Do
the
people
lowest
even make
viewership
music
ever.
videos anymore?
But yo, Met Gala fits. What the fuck was AOC wearing?
I'll show you.
What do you mean?
She pulled up in a white dress that says "Tax the Rich" on it. Now, a Met Gala ticket costs $35,000.
Correct.
She is hanging out with the richest of the richest of the richest people in America.
Sometimes you got to pay, even if it's to spread your message. Maybe that price was worth her political views.
I mean, yeah, but it's such a bad look for her.
The optics aren't great. I mean, she does look good in the. Yeah, she looks very
She's
good.
bodied up.
AOC, she's a good-looking woman.
At least she's wearing the dress.
What?
She's wearing the dress. You know, it's
Oh,
not,
yeah. Oh, yeah, she didn't pull up in like a designer, $2 million nice dress. She pulled up in this chicken
Yeah,
shit.
she didn't pull in a Gap hoodie that said "tax the rich."
That would be
She's
really
making
funny.
it work.
That would be so
That
funny.
would be better.
That would be that, would
would be
actually put
more
your
on
pointer.
brand.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
rather than wearing like a X amount $1,000 dress with.
Yeah.
Do you not just get the feeling with like how popular she is and how often she's in the news and generating headlines and just being relevant that she's I just get this feeling that she's actually like extremely wealthy these days
Oh yeah, 100%.
and generating a lot of money and
But yo, that's the thing. Like a lot of the time when these people are on the forefront of all these big causes, like remember that interview with the Black Lives Matter leader, that lady, and they're like, "You want to dismantle the whole capitalistic structure of America?" And she's like, "Yeah." They're like, "Don't you own 6 houses across the country?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, I do, but like they're not like they're paid for by like good cause. Like that's not better."
that's not a good save.
Yeah. So, I
And-
mean, yeah, it was just a weird look for AOC. I thought.
I don't really doubt that that she's not a good person, that she doesn't want to like make real change. Like I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, she's the best.
But no matter what, once you get into these politics, once you get so deep into the politics, not to say you get corrupt, but you definitely make some contradictory things. It's just inevitable that you have to do it to make it. It's just
And also, you're just under so much
a
scrutiny all
prerequisite.
the time.
Exactly.
Did her publicist not say, "Hey, maybe this isn't the best look to go to the Met Gala. Why don't you just wear this dress?
You got to do yourself some
outside the Met
favors
Gala?"
sometime. Perfect.
Like, make a statement.
Yeah.
But honestly, dude, and this might be controversial to say, but I'm fucking over activism.
What do you mean?
Like this kind of shit, this pseudo activism. This is
Okay,
bullshit.
that's fair.
Was that Meryl Streep, that old bitch that was wearing the fucking thing that said like, "I am a woman, respect me"? I don't know. It was some old bitch and she was wearing that shit. Like, bro, just look good. You're at a party. Like, not everything's a political statement. Just look. Like, yo, the biggest people out of the VMAs are Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, partly because they got in a fight with McGregor, but also partly because they looked good.
Well, Megan Fox did.
Dude, Machine Gun Kelly looked good. He had a fire fit.
He looked like he had 5 days left to live.
That's good. He usually looks like he has 3.
He's a skinny boy.
He's dying for sure. He's
It's kind of funny seeing
he's on
like
that
Travis
leukemia
Barker dating Kourtney Kardashian and then Machine Gun Kelly.
Was that
dating-
Kourtney Kardashian in that picture?
With Travis Barker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're together.
Bro, I don't know anybody.
Dude, they're surprising. Like Travis Barker's actually a big UFC fan, and they
He
like,
is huge.
yeah, and they pull up to like small events in the Apex, just the most random celebrity couple you'd expect to be at the most like intimate UFC fight setting.
Both of them actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And also Travis Barker's one of the best drummers ever.
yeah, respect. But
All
yeah,
the small things. Sorry. what we got next? Oh, VMAs. McGregor versus MGK. Who you got in an 8-round celebrity boxing promotion put on by Triller?
it's gonna happen. Let's just get that out of the way.
It's destined to happen.
McGregor would break his spine.
Yeah.
Like
Easily.
I'd like to be controversial here, but he's just a beanpole, man. McGregor would knock him to the next dimension.
What do you guys know what the actual fight? Eric just pulled up the odds.
Oh my god.
Dude, they actually made betting odds for this fight.
What are they?
They're not as crazy as you'd think.
MGK's plus 2,500 betting
That's
underdog.
it. That's it. He should be a plus
It should be
100,000.
plus, yeah.
No, but McGregor's minus 10,000.
Maybe they're talking about at the moment. with
Amanda
McGregor's
Nunes is usually a bigger favorite than that.
Against McGregor?
No. Against like Megan Anderson. She's like that type of favorite.
Maybe it's McGregor with the fucked up leg though. Like
doesn't matter.
current day.
McGregor in a wheelchair.
Yo, Megan Fox was getting some heat too because she posted this picture from an Airbnb and she's like, this Airbnb table saw some things and people were pissed. They're like, yo, you can't disrespect our Airbnb. Like, those are a hardworking group of people that are just trying to give you a place to stay. She's like, man, all I'm saying is I got piped down on the table. Like, is that such a big deal?
Or did us some blow, whatever.
Maybe they just had a great turkey dinner.
Maybe they did some ivermectin.
Okay, so apparently what happened is McGregor asked Machine Gun Kelly for a picture. He denied the picture
Like,
for whatever
why?
reason. I don't know why. And then apparently, maybe accidentally, maybe someone else did. It's just miscommunication. But he pushed McGregor, in which case McGregor freaked out because he's
It's McGregor.
usually he's in perfect control of his emotions.
Yeah.
Threw
this
his
was a
drink at him,
one-off,
and
yeah.
then big scuffle, and it got broken up before anything
I
happened.
actually
but
think that might be cap. I think McGregor probably asked for a picture with Megan. And he probably said something like, hey, let me get a picture with the hot bitch.
that was terrible.
What do you mean?
What the hot bitch?
Josh is
Is he from the Appalachian Mountains?
And
Give
McGregor
me
was
an Irish accent then.
McGregor was
can't
there with
do
his
one.
Yeah, if you're so fucking good at it. Holy shit, man.
yo, do fucking nothing.
We can all be bad.
Give me a fucking picture with Megan Fox, eh?
Nah, the hot bitch was funnier. More McGregor like. He was there with
But
his.
I think that's probably what happened, though.
But let's be real. He was there with his wife. McGregor is a 10 out of 10, typically amazing husband who never does anything to embarrass his wife or jeopardize their marriage or, paint her in a bad light. So I don't think that's realistic. I'm sure he just, didn't care for Megan Fox. Probably didn't even bat an eye at her. It's not like he has
Shut
multiple
up.
sexual assault charges waiting for him.
Imagine McGregor and his wife in like couples therapy. That would be a time, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll be McGregor. You be his
Oh
wife.
my
You be the therapist.
So Connor, do you think
Wait, who am I? I thought
Oh,
I was
you're the wife?
therapist.
Okay, you're the
I'm
wife.
I'll be
I'm
the
I'm
therapist.
Okay.
Are we doing accents or?
Well, his wife's normal.
She's Irish.
Oh, she is? Okay, yeah. Obviously accents then, yeah.
All right.
So Connor, do
gonna
you
be
think
British.
your disparaging remarks directed towards Khabib could have had a detrimental effect?
you fucking twat!
Well, things like that. Do you think that could be causing some friction in the relationship? Maybe you want to weigh in, D. Isn't that her name?
Yeah, he looked me in the eyes and said D, and it just kind of made me uncomfortable.
I have that effect sometimes.
What's the question again? You know, I don't really mind what happens in the ring, but when he goes out to the ball and he grabs all these women by sticking his left hand
I
in
didn't grab her.
This is good. We're communicating. We're
She
communicating.
came towards me. Maybe if you would suck my dick more often, we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Okay,
didn't-
guys, that's your time. We'll see you next week.
I had more.
$150 for this shit, mate. Oh my god. I turned into like Harry Potter's caretaker halfway through.
That was the worst segment we could have possibly done. We're gonna move on from
That
this.
was fire. Yeah, I'm taking MGK in 6 rounds. Anyways.
Okay. Not a hot take.
Skin baths.
Oh.
Oh, my
Oh yeah, I feel bad for Eric on this one. This is one of
Oh
his
no!
favorites.
So more terrible news that has come out. We lost another. We lost another good, kind soul in this world, in the the American Catholic Christian Society. Very unfortunate. I'm just gonna read this article. It's about Bob Einert, who's a from Denver. He is a conservative firebrand and pastor, and unfortunately passed away of COVID-19. So, just to read this, it says conservative firebrand Bob Einert, the pastor of the Denver Bible Church and indelible talk show host, has died from COVID-19. And quote, Bob Einert was one of the smartest and without question the wisest person I've known, says his co-host. Obviously, a very wise, sage person, well-researched, a true believer in science, a scientist himself, a good Christian. Einert and his wife refused to get the vaccine due to abortion concerns, as reasonable as one is, he said on his website. In October, Einert successfully sued the state over mask mandates and capacity limits in churches, a rare legal victory against broad public health mandates.
Yo, what are you doing?
Bro, I'm smoking on a Bob Einert pack. What do you think?
That's so outlandish.
Where did you even get the Bob Einert pack?
FedEx
Sell it
direct
at
ship. Got sent to me this fucking morning, dude.
Put that shit away.
Okay, after, man.
Yeah.
But have some respect because pushing the limits never bothered Einert. He once traveled to New Zealand for the sole purpose of being arrested with a Clinton is a rapist banner.
Well, that's reasonable.
On his TV show, Bob Einert Live, the gracious, kind, understanding, apologist co-host would gleefully read obituaries of AIDS sufferers while cranking Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Get along. That's the way I'm talking to me for everything that I have. Beat me out of walking.
So we lost
a great one.
we lost a kind soul.
It's the longest fucking bit.
Yo, rest in piss, Bob Einert.
Fucking fuck you, man. Rest in piss. I'm smoking on that Einert pack all weekend, baby.
That shit loud as fuck. Holy.
Another immaculate dub for the anti-vax crowd.
My God. What a horrible person.
I just want to know.
Bro, yeah.
You don't know him. How could you say that?
You're right. The article did say great things about him.
Nothing but a rave review.
And sorry, what is this? Oh, the Denver Post. Good.
The Denver Post, you know.
Good.
Could be worse. Could be CNN. But I'm just wondering how many more conservative radio talk show hosts is it going to take to die of COVID before the needle gets moved a little bit? Obviously, America
pun
right
intended.
now. I read yesterday that America is on track to be the out of all the strong democracies and first world countries, by like this fall they're on track to be the least vaccinated country of all, despite having the most domestic production and the biggest head start.
Well, you look at also like what the governor of Florida's what is it? Mandating now. It's like if people force you, if your business or something forces you to get the vaccine, for every single case of this happening, you can be charged $5,000 or more.
Yeah.
Like shit like that is why it's like, people are just clinging to what little bits of freedom they have left without realizing the bigger picture is that we're all just entrapped and slaves. But like life's good, man. Like rest in piss, Bob Einert. But I don't know. Let's move on.
It's just wild that the states, like the vaccine was literally developed there. And out of all the developed countries, they're the lowest in vaccine.
So this is a really good take on vaccinations.
So
actually.
more well-researched.
Dr. Minaj.
Yeah.
More well-informed,
MD.
well-researched, fact-checked voices in the science community have come to the forefront in wake of this sad news and offered strong advice and opinions to the American people, such as Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, revolutionary, visionary, genius. Some would
That's
say.
not the one, is it?
There's two. I'm gonna read her tweets. Her first one: they want you to get vaccinated for the Met Gala. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met. It'll be once I feel I've done enough research. Just say you've done no research.
Yeah,
you haven't started. I'm working on that now.
Aren't we all?
We've had the vaccine for a year now. In the meantime, my loves, be safe. Wear the mask with 2 strings that grips your head and face, not that loose one.
I'm sorry. No.
Wait, let's just read. Let me read the second one.
Stupidest. The mask with 2 strings that grips your head and face.
That's a mask.
That's a mask. Not that loose one. People just pull the. What a stupid thing
Maybe
to
she was
say.
talking about like those ballroom masks that people wear to like some fan of the opera
They're
type
just covering
shit.
their eyes and not their. Yeah, maybe.
But I don't think.
And now a true testimony of
Is this
vaccine efficacy.
Is this a peer-reviewed study?
This is a peer-reviewed tweet. The first ever peer-reviewed tweet published in a journal.
Jack Dorsey spinning in his grave right
My
now.
cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His impotent. Did I say that wrong?
I think it's impotent.
Oh. His testicles became swollen.
Oh my god.
His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. There's already too much info in this. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied.
What if I think this guy just might have been doing no fap for too long? He just had the worst case of blue balls in
He
history.
definitely had some other condition.
He's got an STD, bro. Bro, I just
This-
imagine.
oh,
I just picture this friend who, used that as an excuse
Definitely Jamaican.
and never ever expected it to get published on
Trinidad.
on Nicki Minaj's
Yeah.
Twitter, and he sees it. He's like, "Oh fuck, I fucked up," because he knows
Now he's just so
lied.
committed to the bit.
and now he's fully committed to it. His testicles became swollen. So that's the first part.
Wait, you guys seen We're the Millers?
Yeah.
That guy gets bitten by the spider on his nuts, and his nuts just swell up to like a
that's-
fucking cantaloupe.
that's more
That's
likely.
probably what happened.
That's
That's more
definitely what
likely.
happened.
All right. I mean, I've read a lot of one-off, like very rare side effects that have been, a lot of shots in the dark. Some from medical professionals, but a lot of like real shots in the dark from like people who have an agenda against the vaccine for whatever reason. I've never seen this one before.
This is a new thing. It's a new take.
And so you're trying to tell me,
Honestly, this angle is my favorite.
really?
Yeah, fuck it's not been researched enough, because that's just stupid. Like, you can look at all the history of the vaccine and realize, are we even allowed to say vaccine? We get demonetized for saying vaccine. But you can look at all the history of like where the SARS virus came from, et cetera, how long we've actually been working on a vaccine. But this is just as pseudoscience as it gets.
I love it. I
And
love
there's
it.
literally no way to argue against her point, because it's just hearsay.
Yeah.
All she's saying is like, dude, it's literally my cousin's friend.
Yeah.
That's like when you were in
Yep.
elementary school
Yep.
and you're like, oh yeah, I've kissed the girl. They're like, oh, who is it? Like, oh, it's my cousin's friend. You wouldn't know her.
From another school, you
Yeah, she
wouldn't
goes
know.
she's from another province.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
fuck, man, I love it. And Nikki, you're
Queen.
super bass.
The queen.
Start naming songs. Truffle butter. Dude, maybe that guy had that truffle butter on his balls.
Maybe, man.
The second part of the tweet. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. I'm sure the marriage would have worked out.
Yeah. How shallow was that relationship that his swollen nuts broke off the wedding? These all seem like things that should have been tweeted completely separately.
Yeah.
And she's just like, nah, let's stick it all together.
She tweeted the first thing, got a lot of heat, and was just pulling all the info, all the strings she
Yeah.
had.
What's wrong with that woman, man? Maybe her ex. She's like, sorry, babe, my ex had massive balls and he never treated me right. I swore
hit
to
me.
myself never again.
Dude, did you see that Nicki Minaj's husband?
What a weird thing to be mad.
Did you see Nicki Minaj's husband just recently is being charged again because he failed to register as a sex offender in California?
It's
Yeah,
the
see,
problem with
doesn't
the
she-
bureaucracy, man. There's a lot of paperwork.
She surrounds herself with good people.
Doesn't she have bigger things to worry about than your cousin's friend in Trinidad?
Your husband is a rapist.
Literally.
And you know what?
Let's move on.
I love Nicki Minaj.
Let's move on.
What's next here?
John Wall trade.
John
you
Wall.
say? John Wall.
So, tweet from the Goat Shams. John Wall, just complete change of topic from Nicki Minaj to John
Yeah.
Wall. John Wall, Houston Rockets meet and
say it,
mutually agree to work together on finding a new home for the 5-time All-Star guard. Planners for Wall to be present at training camp but not playing the Rockets games this season. Where do you want to see John Wall go?
I don't know. I honestly don't care about him anymore.
What does he have left in the tank? What do you think he has left in the tank?
I think he has a couple good years as a 6-man.
Really? I think he could still be a solid point guard for someone.
There's such good point guards out there right now, though. Like, you think of the teams that are struggling, in the East right now. Maybe a team like, I don't know, like,
Still had a good year last year.
did he?
He only played 32 games. That's the problem. He can't stay healthy. He's getting older. There's no reason to think that as he gets older, he's going to start staying healthier. But, I mean, 20 points a game.
That's good.
Almost 9 assists.
That's good.
He can obviously still contribute.
Who needs a point guard?
30% from 3
That's what I'm trying to
hurts.
think. Like, the Heat needed a point guard, but they got Lowry.
Yeah.
The Pelicans could maybe use a point guard.
Yeah.
Phillies? No, we don't want another guard that can't really shoot.
Dude, that actually might be the thing, though. Philly might take him.
No, but that's a good point, though. They need the shooting, eh?
They do need the
He shot
shooting, but,
30%
like,
from 3.
that's
First of
not
all,
horrible.
He can hit mid range. He's
in
got
today's
nasty
NBA, you
mid-range.
got it, like, if he's 34, 35 at least, it's
I know,
a
but
little
dude,
more
30
better.
to 34 is like one off season of working on your 3-point shooting.
Not when you're 31.
That's true.
The thing is, I mean, this
Some
shouldn't.
guys
try
get
hard.
better at shooters as they age.
Well, 'cause he's gonna have to
when they
ch-
can't rely on athleticism.
Yeah, like you look at how him and Westbrook play pretty similarly.
But it's like you-
super aggressive driving.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to do that in 2 years.
But it's
So
like
whoever he
you
signs
tore
off
your
to work on
Achilles
it.
and you didn't take that time to become a better jump shooter in like the recovery process. It's like,
Well, he was trapping, bro.
that's very true.
He had other things to. He had
Literally.
bigger fish to
He was
fry.
crip walking, man.
Doesn't he have blood?
I don't know. I thought he was a crip.
No, he's blood.
It's blood.
Come
Okay.
on, bro. You don't fucking know. Like,
Let's cut that out.
Please don't kill me.
this isn't surprising to me because, you know, they drafted Jalen Green, Josh Christopher. I just don't really see John.
They also got Kevin Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter Jr. I don't really see John Wall fitting into like a really young team.
I don't think
these
he's the
days.
kind of player too that would like be
He's-
willing to educate the youth.
Yeah, and like really mentor them.
He would
What do
bully
you mean
the
by
fuck.
that? Can
He
we go
would
back to that?
No, he would bully the fuck out of the young
Fair
kids.
enough.
That's
Well-
all I'm saying. He's a hard motherfucker.
It's like DeMarcus Cousins.
yeah,
You would never.
because John Wall's also just clinging to minutes at this point.
True, he's fighting
But
for his career.
I don't know where we want
A
to
lot
see him
of,
end
lot of
up.
pride in this.
I wouldn't mind seeing him end up on like a weak East team.
I'd like to see
like
him on
the
a
Wizards?
contender, dude.
No, not the Wizards.
What about
Maybe-
Boston? No.
No, not Boston. Boston just signed Schroeder.
Oh yeah.
The funny thing is,
forgot
the
about
Wizards
that.
could actually use him now.
The Wizards could use him now, but
Isn't-
they won't take him.
No, I know because you know.
I mean, that's
You're
the thing
right
is
back
like
to
I
where you
wanted to
were.
say like Hornets or someone, but they like LaMelo's their
Hornets,
point
no.
guard. Like
He'd be a sick backup point guard.
He would be a
that's
sick.
what I'm saying.
team.
6-man would be
The
great.
thing is though, like, look at how long it took for Carmelo Anthony to accept. Like he had to get out of the NBA for like basically a year and a half, almost 2 years to finally accept. Like these guys that
Bro, he
that
hasn't-
dropped off really fast. Like, cause he was good, injured, all this shit.
Yeah.
It's really hard to accept that you're just for whatever reason you're not quite as efficient and effective as you once were.
Yeah.
And it takes like
That's
you'd be
true.
surprised how long it takes for these guys to actually accept that.
I'm not ready to write off John Wall like that though.
No, we can't. I'm not ready to write off
Still
Westbrook
average
like that
21
either.
a game, even if it was in limited
No, I-
games. Like if he stays healthy, he could still be a great guard.
It's just like it's one thing to average 20 points, but on like the worst team in the NBA, he's
Maybe the Pistons. They got Cade and
they want to
Hayes,
they want
though.
to play Killian and they want
Yeah.
to play Cade. And again, about the mentor thing, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to pick a fit for him, but
I feel like a guy like maybe like if he just goes to like a contender like the Suns or something
yeah, like
as a backup
the
to Chris
Suns,
Paul,
sure.
that'd be him running the second unit would be really
The
good.
thing is, like, I know it seems like such like a step down when you get like put on the bench as like the 6th man, but the 6th man plays a lot more than a lot of starters.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like then at least 1 or 2 starters.
Maybe the
It's-
Clippers could use him.
Sure, yeah.
That actually would work
I
pretty well.
actually I like your Suns pick though because they're contending, right?
yeah,
They got Campaign though as their second guy.
I know, but
Campaign can play the 2.
he can play the
fucking
two.
good.
He's fucking good, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The Clippers could use a guard. They got Reggie Jackson right now.
Yeah.
He went stupid in the playoffs.
He did go stupid. Him and those stupid fucking goggles he'd wear.
Still, no doubt they need more guards. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to see John Wall do good though.
Yeah, I always liked John Wall. Really, my favorite player is Westbrook. So, all right, guys, we're gonna give you a little bit of information on what we want to watch out for in the next couple weeks. Well, actually, no, on the next week only. So we'll break down a couple things for you, Eric. What you got for them?
I'm pretty excited to see Yoel Romero make his debut in Bellator. Obviously, he was cut from the UFC earlier this year. He's like 44, but he's Cuban, so he might actually be like 50. Freak of nature. But Bellator's got like a really good light heavyweight division. He was supposed to fight Rumble Johnson in their light heavyweight Grand Prix earlier this year, but he got, for some reason, he got like, I don't know if his eye was messed up, but he was like medically not cleared to fight. So Yoel Romero, who's like a pretty legendary and super popular Cuban fighter, he's fighting Phil Davis, who's also like not like a legend, but like a super big veteran in combat sports. So I'm super excited to see Yoel Romero fight. That's Friday night in Bellator. And the UFC has a small card this weekend, Anthony Smith versus Ryan Spann. And just one guy I want to highlight is Arman Tsarukyan. He's like a up-and-coming lightweight, 155er, who's 3-1 in the UFC. He's only lost to Islam Makhachev, but it was the fight of the night. Mm-hmm. And like, just like guys that it's so fun to like see these guys as they come into the UFC and just watch their ascent. And just one of those guys where you can see that this guy's going to be contending for title fights. Yeah. So Arman Tsarukyan's fighting. I can't really remember who he's fighting, but that's on Saturday. So I'm super excited to see that.
Absolutely. Ben, what you got for the boys?
I'm just going to say, keep watching the Blue Jays, man. They're making some noise right now in baseball.
Let's go.
Especially Vladimir Guerrero Jr., man. He's back in the tops of the home runs. Got one more than Ohtani, 45 home runs. I think he's second in average at the moment, like third in RBIs. So watch out for the Triple Crown, man. Be fucking amazing if he did that and just see how the Blue Jays end up.
Yeah, they're
the hardest team to beat in baseball right now.
They're in a series with the Rays right now, who are in the top of the AL East, the Jays division.
Fucking spanked the Rays last night.
Yeah.
Let's go.
How many runs have the Jays scored in the last like 4 games? Like,
I think before last night they'd scored 44 runs in 24 hours because they had a doubleheader.
Insane.
And then they scored 8 last night.
Hottest team in baseball right now. I'm hyped.
That's awesome.
100%.
Brian, what you got?
Last little thing. NFL just started up last week. We're going into week 2 right now. Got 2 things. What we think will be the game of the week is San Francisco 49ers against the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott against... Sorry.
Whoa.
Holy fuck. Hold the phone, boys. Los Angeles Chargers against the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
We got Justin Herbert? Herbert? What is it?
Herbert the pervert.
Herbert? Justin Herbert against Dak Prescott. Dak looked really good week 1, coming off a big injury. We'll see if his arm can hold up. He was, he does this weird like rolling it around thing where you're a little worried about how
like a
far
lat injury or something.
Yeah, that's horrible for a QB.
But he threw for over 400 yards.
Yeah, and Justin Herbert is one of the best young quarterbacks in the league right now. 2 insane offenses, 2 average defenses, below average. So it's going to be just lights out scoring the whole game. And then the other game that we want just team to watch, the Eagles. The Eagles won week 1 against the Falcons. They played against one of the worst defenses in the league in Atlanta. But you got Jalen Hurts, you got Devontae Smith, 2 absolute fucking young studs. And yeah, they're playing against the 49ers, who have a solid defense, solid team overall. So it'd be good to see how Jalen Hurts responds when there's the pressure actually on him. And yeah, we'll want to see how the Eagles fare this week. So yeah, UFC, Bellator, watch the Jays, watch Joel Romero.
Yep.
I don't know what that other guy's name was you said.
Arman Tsarukyan.
What the fuck? Dude, that literally just sounds like a choke. Like Arm in Tsarukyan.
Honestly,
it literally
does.
sounds like a choke.
It does.
And yeah, check out Chargers versus Cowboys and check out Eagles versus 49ers. All good games. All good matches. And so, yeah, this will bring us to the last segment of the show. We got some fan mail. We're growing as a show, and people write in sometimes. If you want to write in, we'll put our email address in the link below. And ask us questions. Ask us things we can help you out with. Ask us if you want to just say what's up, say what's up. But we got somebody writing in from, I think this was New Jersey.
Yeah, and like it's our first episode, but people have just been rumbling about us.
It's
like,
weird,
on the streets, and they just knew when we were dropping. It was weird.
Yeah,
they found our email and everything. It's kind of creepy, but
yeah,
we got fans. So
yeah, facts. I'm a little concerned. There was somebody outside my house today, and I didn't know them.
Was it Joe Rogan?
He was bald. Anyways, we got a little,
All right, guys. This question comes from Jebediah, age 24, from New Jersey.
Oh, hello.
Said, "Hey guys, I wanted to write and ask you a question. I'm 24 years old and still live with my parents, and I'm having a lot of trouble finding a girlfriend. Aren't we all? I've only been in a relationship once. We met through RuneScape.
I'm sorry.
But never in real life.
The video
we met
game
through
RuneScape?
RuneScape. That's amazing. You should have married her.
Keep going.
And it ended just about a year ago. That's tough.
Damn.
I'm feeling very lonely ever since, and I can't figure out the best way to find a partner in this day and age. Every time I talk to a girl in person, she blows me off, and I'm still a bit hesitant to use the online dating apps. I'm starting to wonder if it might be the way I present myself.
Maybe.
I'm 6'4",
Okay.
325.
Well, okay. What?
And
That's fucking huge.
wait, this is the best part. And I recently left a group of loving individuals who get a bad reputation.
What?
But
What?
as a
Well,
Maybe
what
like
the fuck could that mean?
but as a result, I am left with a large
cop?
swastika tattoo on my forehead.
He's definitely a cop.
I'm
Oh
a nice
my
guy.
God.
I'm a nice guy and have a lot to offer. I'm a loving, caring, gentle, sweet, and overall just a big teddy bear. He is 325. Unit. You got to play some D-line, bro. But
Straight
when
up.
women see me, they tend to get nervous, and I don't know why. Shot in the dark.
You look like a Nazi and you're 6'4", 325.
My prior beliefs should not dictate how people feel about me. Any suggestions? What do you got, boys?
He's just in the wrong area. Like, there could be people more sympathetic to his cause somewhere in the world.
So he lives in New Jersey, so that's a pretty diverse population, wouldn't you say?
Maybe if he went to Boston, he'd have better luck.
Has he tried Alabama?
I don't know. Doesn't sound like he's really willing to sacrifice.
It sounds like he's honestly spent too much time just in his mom's basement playing RuneScape.
Yeah.
But it's working. He met a girl through there. You can't hate on RuneScape
How do you know?
for that.
How does he know it was a girl?
That's a good point. It is maybe a Manti Te'o situation.
A
You know-
what?
You know Manti Te'o,
No.
Ben?
Yeah, of course.
You don't know Manti Te'o?
No.
Dude, he was this Notre Dame linebacker
Okay.
who was arguably that year like the best defender in college football. Notre Dame went to the national championship against Alabama.
Okay.
And the week of the game, I'm trying to remember this correctly, it was like 10 years ago. The week of the game, it comes out, early in the season, his girlfriend had died.
Okay.
And so he's playing for his girlfriend. It was a big storyline. The week of the national championship game, it comes out that he was completely catfished because he met this girl online. They had never met in person before, but they had like talked on the phone lots. They had obviously texted, called each other. This is before FaceTime, obviously. It's like 2011 to 12. I don't know if it's actually before FaceTime, but regardless, he was completely catfished. She never existed. And this absolute warrior had to go play the national championship game like 2 days
Who did
later.
he talk to on the phone then?
Somebody was setting him up for years. For like, I think they dated for over a year or 2 years. And it was all a big catfish the entire time.
That guy took too many hits to the head, man. Holy fuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah, crazy situation.
Well, back to Jebediah. How can he find girls? What do
First
you
of all,
think?
let me start. RuneScape,
Not the play, bro.
not the play.
Not the play.
Dating apps could be. But maybe as like a warm-up, go
Is there
back
a-
to the roots. Wait.
Is there a white nationalist dating app?
Yeah, there's
Christian Mingle.
Oh,
But
that's
before
funny.
that,
Okay.
I want to introduce a place where I've actually got a lot of girlfriends. It never worked out, but it's Club Penguin.
How old were they? What the fuck?
Well, I was like,
hope this
I
was
was
when
like
you
8
were a
years
kid.
old. I was like 8.
Okay, thanks.
You guys never had girlfriends at Club Penguin?
Panda.
No, I didn't have a fucking penguin girlfriend.
Nah,
you
bro.
Freak.
I built the
Josh?
roster on Club Penguin. I didn't cuff anyone.
Dude, every night I had a new girl over at the Igloo.
You're
Shit was lit.
disgusting.
The shit was like, bro, you'd meet them in like the pizza parlor. It'd be like, hey, want to come back to my place? And then they follow you back to
Why
your
are they
Igloo.
Mexican and 5'3"?
Yo,
They're penguins. I don't know.
Did Club Penguin appropriate Inuit culture?
You got to
Keep
answer
going.
that one.
Keep going. What do you mean? Keep going.
I mean, a lot of people live in igloos and they're kind of like romanticizing it, but I don't know. Maybe they're appreciating it.
That's
so
a good
back
point.
to
Okay,
Jebediah.
back
What
to
should
Jebediah.
Jebediah do? Like, seriously, what should you do?
I honestly think the best thing to do, man, is just put yourself out there. Be confident in who you are. Maybe get the tattoo removed if that's not who you are anymore. If it is who you are, you can probably find someone along those lines. I would say don't be scared of the dating apps. you can definitely use them to your advantage. If you just put in your bio neo-Nazi, there will probably be at least 6 girls who call the cops, but then the ones who don't might message you back. It's really just about throwing yourself out there, casting a long line, and seeing what you can reel in. And honestly, just be yourself. Never be afraid to be yourself.
No, I agree. Fully be yourself. I'd say like play to your strengths. If that's who you are, it's probably still there. You don't become there's no reformed Nazis. Let's just get that out of the way. You're a Nazi, you're a Nazi, okay? You get the swastika tattoo, that's quite the commitment. Not even the actual Nazis had swastika tattoos. Be who you are. There's a surprising amount of fellow Nazi women. Yep. Marry them, get in your car, drive it off a fucking bridge. All right, guys, I think that's a good way to end it. Yeah, that's good.
All right, plug the socials, Eric.
Yo, first of all, thanks everyone for checking out episode 1. We're super hyped. We're coming at you guys every single Wednesday. We're dropping these podcasts. Should be about an hour and a half for you guys every week. And then Mondays and Fridays, we're going to do just
something
some more.
Special.
Something special for you guys.
Leave it in the air for
Leave it there.
Yeah.
Our social media, you guys check us out on Instagram, at Vagabond Media, on TikTok, at The Vagabond Show. Drop a follow. On YouTube, subscribe, please. Hit the bell. Turn notifications on. Like the video. Leave a comment. We're going to get back to you guys in the comment section. But yeah, thanks for checking out episode 1. Anything you guys want to add on?
Leave a review. Share with your friends.
Yeah, leave a review on Apple Pods. Wherever you get your podcasts, we're available everywhere. That'll help us out a lot. And if you have any questions for us as well, like our boy Jebediah, shoot us a DM, shoot us an email. That's going to be in the description below. Just check out all our stuff, and appreciate you guys, checking us out. And
that's it. Peace. We fucking out.
We out.
Yeah, no competition. I'll be all these motherfuckers with my eyes closed. I got the vision of all my jeans, look like that I chose. Almost gave up on shit so many times that I come close. But I still with it. Now I'm on my way to the top, no limit. Yeah. No competition, I'll be all these motherfuckers with my eyes closed. I got the vision of all my jeans, look like that I chose.